Good morning, Hackathon community. Today we'll be taking you through a deep dive in the design process of De.ID. De.ID stands for Decentralized Identification. The project is, what we're aiming to do is to reform the identification system utilizing blockchain technology to solve a problem. What problem? Our problem statement is identity fraud and extensive time in verifying IDs. Now, to solve this problem, we thought about two things: NFTs and verification IDs. NFTs are mainly a profile picture with little utility and no real value. Verification IDs, there's just too many of them and are in constant need of renewing. They are also prone to human errors, such as mistakes that could be made when creating or cross-checking that can go unfixed for years. They're also prone to damage if it's a physical ID and hacking if it's online, so identity theft. What is the relevance? For our start, for our beginning, there are three people that are at risk: employers, university, and its students. All three face potential risk, if there is a fraud, identity fraud, or misinformation on the student's ID.
So the application itself revolves around student accreditation. So this would be the information stored in the NFT itself, where you'll have a student name, student ID, universities that they've attended, and degrees that they've earned. On top of this, we have four functions that an administrator would be able to use in order to change information when needed. These four functions are adding universities if a student attends another university, removing a university for whatever reason needed, adding degrees that a student has earned, or removing degrees if needed. During the development process, we did face a few challenges. Initially, when we were setting up the environment to begin development, there was an issue with cargo. Running cargo generate didn't get an open SSL library properly, but this was later resolved. And then during the development process itself, we ran into issues with deploying. So this was issues on the testnet and local Terra. Both times there was no successful way of deploying the contract without removing essential parts of the contract itself. And this was most likely due to an inexplicable error within the contract code, which we weren't able to track down and fix.